Tony Abbott went on television to confirm that Parliament House in Canberra is a potential target of Islamic State.
There has been chatter amongst these terrorist support networks for some time about possible attacks on government here in Australia. As a result of intelligence, there was an urgent review conducted a week or so back of security at Parliament House. And as a result of that review, the Australian Federal Police will be taking over security both inside the building as well as outside the building.
The United Nations Security Council has called the Ebola outbreak in West Africa a threat to international peace and security. At an emergency meeting yesterday, with an unprecedented 130 countries as co-sponsors, the Council urged the world to provide health experts, field hospitals and medical supplies to combat the rapidly accelerating and deadly virus. It marked only the second time that the Security Council had addressed a public health emergency, the first being the HIV/AIDS pandemic. In Guinea, one of the worst hit countries, 7 bodies were found in a rural area. The gruesome discovery came a day after 9 healthcare workers carrying out Ebola education efforts were abducted by assailants armed with knives and rocks.
A tropical storm has caused heavy flooding in the Philippine capital. Schools, government offices and financial markets were shut down in Manila today. Tropical storm Fengwang made landfall at around noon in the northern rice-producing region of Cagayan. Thousands of residents in low-lying areas were moved to higher ground. Public transport was disrupted as well. Dozens of flights were cancelled.
Staying in Southeast Asia, and Thailand's military ruler has apologised for suggesting attractive foreign tourists might be unsafe on the country's beaches if they wear bikinis. The safety of holidaymakers has come under the spotlight after 2 British tourists were found bludgeoned to death on the resort island of Koh Tao earlier. The case has not been solved and no arrests have been made. General Prayut Chan-o-cha sparked the controversy for just suggesting on Wednesday that unattractive women were safe to wear bikinis, while pretty women were in danger of attack. He's since apologised for those remarks. The general also assured tourists that his country is safe.
And a correction to a story on Islamic State militants earlier. The speaker in that story was US Senator Lindsey Graham, not John Tester. Apologies for that. Julian Assange has called Google a privatized national security agency. Speaking from inside the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he has been holed up for more than 2 years, the WikiLeaks founder said Google has been collecting personal information and creating profiles of individuals.
Google has now spread into every country. Every single person on who has access to the internet, billions of people, are giving their information over to Google. So Google has become, in its behaviour, a privatised version of the NSA. It's not that it's doing things that are illegal, it's not. But what it is doing legally is collecting as much information about people as possible, storing it, indexing it, using it to create profiles of people to predict their interests and behaviours, and then selling that to advertisers and others.
Investors are licking their chops as shares in China's e-commerce giant Alibaba began trading on the New York Stock Exchange later today. The highly anticipated debut for the world's largest online trading platform could raise up to $25 billion. Alibaba has priced its initial public offering at $68 a share, the top end of the expected price range. Analysts value Alibaba at more than $167 billion, making it larger than online giants such as Amazon and eBay. All right, Tony, over to you for sports.
That's right, and we say farewell to one of the great sports stars of China. Chinese tennis star Li Na has announced her retirement, citing her troublesome knees as the reason for quitting the sport. As James and Wong reports, Li was a vanguard for tennis in China.
The third